So Steve, what are you noticing out there? How do things feel in your office when you talk to people? What's going on?
It's definitely picking up. There's still mixed messages that we're seeing. I'm a firm believer that from a realtor's perspective, the people that are busy are the ones that aren't getting caught up in the media and just getting to work. We're seeing a number of multiple offers on any type of price range. Still predominantly the lower under 550, but that being said, we had 4 offers on $1 million plus properties to the city. So
wow.
It's moving if things are priced properly and sales are picking up.
Yeah, which is the story of a lot of marketplaces, but I like your point about don't get caught up in it. It's so easy to, if you're listening to media, get self-defeating about it and thinking, oh, I shouldn't make that call because they're not going to be interested. Get out there. People are buying or selling. Life goes on.
Yeah. We were at my wife's company event over the weekend, and real estate is such a hot topic.
Absolutely.
Everybody's got questions about it, so to the point where you're almost tired of talking about it by the end of the weekend. But I mean, if you're worried about contacting your clients and talking to them about it, they've got questions. You got to be there to answer them.
Perfect. Let's talk a little about the actual numbers here. Let's start with the price of oil. Price of oil is up $33.66. Canadian dollar is at 71.46 cents US.
Something interesting about the Canadian dollar, and I haven't had a chance to verify this, but I heard Canmore properties are going like fire.
Yeah, I saw an article about that. They're saying that the Canadian dollar is boosting it because
Americans are coming in and buying the properties. So there are some benefits to this low dollar. I mean, not a lot, but there are some benefits.
You know, a good perspective on this is Canada is on sale. And, you know, just outside of Calgary here, we have some of the most beautiful real estate in the world. Yeah. So that's a good opportunity for people. Steve, give us the report on the number of listings.
Number of listings, Metro Calgary is at 5289 versus 5102 last week. Red Deer's 531 versus 520. So listing inventory has been climbing, which is good. Looks like we're going to be getting a bit of a spring market, which Calgary's pretty seasonal, so we expect to see that.
Yeah, and we start to see that in the months of inventory as well. Going into Calgary metro area, the absorption rate, months of inventory, we're up across the board here, or down, as we'd say, in terms of months of inventory, but the market has picked up. And this is a big factor regards to sales picking up. We're now no longer counting in December or December 25th in that Christmas season. So we're starting to see the seasonality trends sort of pan out. 7.4 months of inventory for total single family homes, 5.83. And condos, obviously a bit of a slower, lots more inventory out there, 9.0 months of inventory as well. Give us surrounding areas.
Okotoks is at 6.31 absorption rate. Airdrie continues to do well at 5.38. Cochrane a little bit slower at 7.7. Strathmore is at 15.4, but
yeah,
it's an incredible improvement over last month, which was around 34.
34 months of inventory. Strathmore had more sales in the last week than they had the previous 30 days before that.
And I was speaking to some of our Strathmore agents, and they are seeing the activity out there, which should translate into some sales to get that number lower. So that's a good thing. And then Red Deer continues to be around 7.18. They're considering a balanced market between 2.5, 3.5 months absorption rate. So
perfect. I haven't looked at I haven't had a chance to dive into the Krebs stats this morning, seeing if they sent the report out yet. I haven't seen it yet, but being the first of the month here, the benchmark price will be changing. So currently, this is for January, is 448,800. But obviously, being February today, that number will be changing. So check for your Krebs news when it comes out, the press release on the new stats package.
What will be interesting about that is to see how February and March translate into the benchmark price and what the spring market really has, what kind of impact it has.
Totally. When we're talking about in the news here and different things that are going on, this is a bit of an anecdotal story one of our realtors shared with us, Ruth Butler, who's been around for a long time. Thank you so much, Ruth. Ruth has just been so willing to participate and give her knowledge all the time, teaching courses, and it's always great to hear her perspective because she's been through 3 of these different recessions.
Yeah.
But we had a situation where someone had their line of credit that was sold off to a C lender, or a B or a C lender. I'm probably going to say a C lender. This person ended up having a renewal on it, and it was a mortgage, And I'm not sure if it's a line of credit. Bottom line is their financing went from about just under 4% up to 11% when it came around time to renew. And that story of being very careful and warning your clients about going to the secondary market for mortgages, Alberta is a lot of the jobs will be seen as high risk here. And if you miss even a payment, lots of these people reserve the right to put you in a higher risk category, which can just boost things. And it's timely having Mario on, but it's a scary position to calculate payments off of 4% and then having that jump to 11.5%.
It's such an important fact and why you should do your due diligence looking into all the terms of your mortgage. It's not just about a flat rate and seeing who can get you the lowest variable or 5-year fixed. I mean,
Absolutely.
There's so much more to these, especially in these downturn markets.
And there are people out there, Johnny at the concrete company down the block will definitely lend you some money, but man, at what interest rate and what terms?
You don't want concrete boots going into the
want
Bow River
concrete.
if you miss a payment.
Steve, we had the royalty review. What happened there?
Yeah, everybody was waiting anxiously on Friday to hear what the government was going to do with it. Really good news in my opinion, and the oil and gas industry was relieved to hear that they're not making any changes to the royalty review. Even better than that, they're actually keeping any existing wells in the same scenario for the next 10 years.
Awesome.
So really good news for investors and oil and gas.
Yeah, we like that a lot, and that's a good move, obviously, to give us a little bit of a glimmer of good news in the state of low oil prices.